We're going to take a look now at the idea of a manual find. So in TrackEd, under the find options, we've got a whole bunch of pre-built finds that are useful for a lot of regular things that schools do. But sometimes you just need a different sort of a find, different criteria, and in that case you can use this manual find option at the top here. So when you click that button, you end up going into find mode, and everywhere there's a magnifying glass, you're able to enter some criteria and do a search. So I'm going to do an example here in the absences column. Now if I right click, there's a section here with all of the operators that you can use. So I'm going to look for anyone with greater than 5 absences this year. Now when I press enter, that's going to search through the whole database, so that doesn't respect the current cohort that I'm looking at. It'll also search within cohorts that have left, archive students, everybody. So in that case, I've found 87 students that match that criteria. Now, if I want to bring that back to just my current students across all of the cohorts, I can use this constrain to current students option. Or if I want to bring that back to just the cohort that I'm looking at now, so my year 12s, I can press the constrain to 2018-12. When I do that, that brings it back to just 15 students. So that's an important consideration when you do a manual find. You enter the find, press enter, and then you use one of these two constrain options to bring that back to a smaller found set. Okay, so with the manual finds, you can also do multi-criteria searches. So I'm going to enter in greater than 5 and greater than 5. So that's absences more than 5, both this year and last year. So I've entered both of those criteria. Now I press the enter key, and that's found 77. And when I constrain that, I've got 13 instead of 15. So they have greater than 5 in both this year and last year. So just an example of that. Now, one other use for the manual find is if you do one of our finds first, so a preset find, and then you apply a manual find over the top of that. So we're going to do an example here. We're going to look for A and B students, and we're going to look for a reading band of 10 as well. Okay, so we're going to do the more complicated search first using the preset find. So we're going to do the results search. We're going to go achievement scores A and B in at least 4 subjects. Go. And I found 12 students. I'll go back to the profile. Okay, and I have my 12 students who have an A and a B in at least 4 subjects. Then I'm going to go and do a manual find over the top of this. So I go into find mode, I click into this reading band for the Year 9 test, and I go, well, I can actually go 10 because I'm looking for exactly 10, so that's a good search. Now, I don't want to press enter or return right now because that would do a new search and it would forget the first search that I've done. So instead, I'm going up into the top menus. You can't see me do this, but there's a menu item called requests, and you choose constrain found set. So that was requests, constrain found set. And what that does is it takes the found set that I already had, so the 12 students that I'd found before, it searches just within those and it limits it down to only those with the reading band of 10. Okay, so as I click through these 5 students that it's found, they've all got that reading band of 10. So a few things you can do with the manual find, just a straight search, a multi-criteria search, or a TrackEd find, and then a manual find over the top. And when you do that, instead of pressing enter, you go requests, constrain found set. So that's the manual find in TrackEd.